Okay. Give me a minute here. I need a second. Here we go. Hello, peoples. For those of you who are watching on the replay, thank you. I appreciate the watch time. I hope tonight is going to be fun. I've invited a guest just for a short while. She's not going to stay the whole hour. She'll come in, in about 15 minutes or so. And that is the principal painter, our own Care Bear. And, we're going to go on. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. I could use all the help I can get. Now I'm going to say it's time to say hello. Hi, Jamie. Hello, Jamie. Karen, how you doing, girl? Yvonne is in the house. Yeah, I'm in a good mood today. I was not in a good mood yesterday. Today I'm in a good mood. I still never know what I'm going to talk about, but you'll be as surprised as I am what comes out of my mouth. And when Kara comes here, oh, well, we know she can talk. And our Care Bear has never wants for words. I want to know about her retirement, how much fun she's having. You had lots of rain, Janie? Oh, hi, Rebecca. Bestie. How you doing? I'm in a good mood. Rain, yeah. We haven't. It rained last night, I think, or was it the night before? We had a thunderstorm. We've been getting thunderstorms on and off every other day or so. So, I mean, since Elsa passed, we haven't had more thunderstorms. But we had some big ones where the thunder was so loud. It was like a clap. It was like right overhead as the whole building shook. And poor Gizmo. Poor Gizmo. And he's not feeling well. I think he had a fever yesterday because his nose was dry and warm. Today, it's a little better. And he's been really cuddling me like he used to do when he was a kitten and hasn't done in years. Is he on my spot? He's on my spot. I get up from the bed and he goes and sits right down in the spot I left the bed. It's so funny. And to move him, you'll push him and he just kind of rolls back and forth. It's very fun. It's a pleasure. But I feel so honored now that I think it's because he's not feeling well. I think he might have a cold or something. I hope it's not an upper respiratory infection. We're going to hope it's just a cold. But if he's still warm tomorrow, I'll set an appointment with the vet because, 3 days is too much. Oh, kitten cuddles are the best. Yes, they are. And really, this is a cat that hasn't been affectionate towards me. Really affectionate since he was a kitten. He used to sleep right next to me, under my arm, on my lap, on my legs. He used to sleep all over me. And he hasn't in years. The past couple of days, it's been like, Mommy! He's been like stuck to me like glue. And while I love it, I'm sorry he's not feeling well. I wish he were feeling better. Hi, Vivian! Let's say hello again. Oh, I think Gizmo's got a cold, Vivian. His nose is warm and dry, and that's usually an indication of a cold. He's not sinus stuffed, so I don't think it's an upper respiratory infection, but it might be. So we'll see if it lasts. Hopefully it won't last more than another day or so. And if it does, we'll call vet, because he's not eating either. He'll eat a little bit and then leaves the rest, and Jaxie dives into his It's like, Jaxie, what are you stealing from her? She's so mean. Dan bought some really weird. It's called cat milk, believe it or not, and it's supposedly very low in lactose, which is what cats cannot have and should not have. So he poured a little into a cup and put it down right in front of Gizmo. Nothing. Jaxie takes a look and starts lapping it all up. I mean, she's going at it and going at it and going at it. And then she finally has enough and she walks away. There's still plenty left. And I try and give Gizmo a little push, go take a, smell it. Maybe it's good. Maybe you'll enjoy it. Nope. He just went over, sniffed, and walked away. So he must be sick because this is a cat that eats. Oh, does he eat? He's getting fat. And Vanina, symptoms started a couple of days ago. He started not eating a couple of days ago. Yesterday, I didn't check him on Wednesday. Yesterday, I went to feel his nose, and like I said, it was warm and dry, hot and dry, and that tells me he's got a fever. That's what I was told. So today's a little bit better. It's not as warm as it used to be, but it's still a little dry. So we'll see. Hopefully he'll be better by tomorrow, and he'll shake it off. This happened a couple of times, but maybe he's getting older. He needs his mommy more. And of course, mommy's always in bed, so he knows he could cuddle. I wish you guys could see the look on my roommate's face. Talk about eyes rolling. What? He's picking on me today. I am. I'm in this very strange mood. I'm a little nervous about Gizmo. I want him to be better, and he's my baby. And as much as he ignores me and always, chases Dan everywhere he goes and ignores me, I still love him. He's still my baby. I'm the one that got him as a kitten. I'm the one that helped him get acclimated to the house and to Jaxie, the other cat. And I think she was already with me then. Yeah. And he's funny. He's fun. I don't know why he does that. Maybe it's his age. He's kind of like, oh, I knew I missed one. He's a good boy. Except when he's underneath your feet. Then we call him Jimmy Underfoot. I think that's his wrestling name. What do you mean the same problems, Janie? Not yet, Vivian. Not yet. Because like I said, I'm going to check tomorrow if he's okay tomorrow. Because he feels a little better today. So I'll check tomorrow. If he's still warm, I'll ask the vet what I can do. Janie, I don't know what problems you're talking about. What same problems? That I'm always talking about my cats? I can't help it. I love them. I do. I remember my first cat when I was a kid. I lived in Brooklyn. And it was an indoor-outdoor cat. She was a wild thing. Very pretty, very petite. Very, not a cuddler, but she liked to hang out with us, especially on Sundays when the family hung together. Was there another one? Oh, yep, there was. There's another one. No. I didn't say Gizmo had symptoms earlier. Yeah, now. I mean, you mean earlier now? Before in this live or last week? I love Janie. You're confusing me. And I'm easily confused. Just ask Rebecca. Yeah, they do tend to hide sickness, which is why I'm feeling his nose and everything. But house cats don't necessarily hide when they're sick. House cats will very often become a lot more needy. They want their mommy, I guess. Some do, some don't. I mean, every cat has a different personality. So all cats do all different things. Gotta love them. A little. No, I'm not going to say it. I promised I wouldn't curse on my channel. So I'd like to. Because I curse at home all the time. Get up from the bed. Ow! And lots of curse words. Go sit down in the bed. Ow! I don't know why. It's only when I get up or sit down that the pain really hits me. Really weird. I mean, laying still, no problem. Though when I had my hip thing, ooh, that was bad. That hurt no matter what. Same with my knee. But now, that everything's feeling better, it just hurts when I get up and down. Danny worked for a vet and had a cat lasted to 22 years. I've never had a cat last longer than 12 years. Well, 13. I don't know why. And they were all male. Yeah. I can't, it really hurts me when a cat is hurting. When I found Furby under the bed, curled in a circle, I had to crawl under the bed to get him. He wouldn't even drink any water. Nothing. He was so listless that I called. We don't have an emergency animal hospital around here, but I called my vet and I said something's wrong. He's not breathing. He's breathing, but he's raspy and he's listless and everything else. So can I come in? So he says, yes, bring him in right away. So I brought him in and the vet looked at him and examined him and, took him into the back room and did something. I don't know, I guess took some blood, did some blood tests or something. And he said, this cat is having a heart attack. I couldn't believe it. He was 12 and a half years old and he was having a heart attack. And I was devastated because that was my baby. That was my baby. All right, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about some good things. And let's bring in my special guest she's only going to be here for a little while. It's the wonderful, the beautiful, the terrific Bear.
Hello, Mama Mickey. So glad to be here.
Hi, cutie. Why are my speakers so low?
Chat, but I'm so glad to be here and so honored you asked me to be on here. I love you, friend.
I can barely hear you.
Oh, God. Okay, let me scoot you closer and let me turn up the volume, possibly. Is that better?
It was a little better for a second there.
Better now?
Nope, worse.
Oh.
That's weird.
Okay, let me check my mic.
That's better. Oh, Now there's nothing.
Why is Mike mute? Okay, is that better?
That was a little better, yeah.
Okay, my mic was muted for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh. Well, then how did any sound come out? Oh,
So
don't
what's
mind me.
going on, Mama Mickey?
I'm just, How are you, Kara? Oh, your cat is 14, Karen. Hi, Karen. Your cat is 14? Nice. I like that. We were talking about my cat. This Gizmo's been a little ill, and he's been very cuddly and very needy. Driving me crazy. You can hear her fine? Maybe it's fine. I've been having trouble with the iMac. The new computer, well, it's not new, but it's being used newly. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to get the keyboard. Oh, I'm straining so much. I raised the volume. I had to raise my volume.
Hi, diamonds around you. I'm doing well. Yeah, Mickey, I'm telling you, our pets are number one. I mean, again, I've got a bulldog, and bulldogs, I call them the BMWs of pets. We wash her bedding every week with hypoallergenic detergent. We wash her with medicated shampoo. And if we don't wash her every week, she starts itching, which I'm like, oh no, we've got to wash her. Ooh.
We have to put peroxide on underneath Gizmo's neck, or he will scratch until he has scabs. I mean,
well, we can't do peroxide because, again, bulldogs are sensitive. I have to get baby wipes on her, like right above her nose, and I mean.
Well, the peroxide is on the underneath her neck, his neck. So that's where he scratches constantly.
Soft brush that we brush all the stuff off of. I mean, she is just.
You're such a good doggy mommy.
Oh no, I'm not. Marlon is. Because even though I'm retired, he's like, we got to wash the dogs tomorrow. I'm like, oh no, I want to spin. I just retired. Every day's Saturday. I mean, come on.
Okay, I know you've talked about this in your live, even though I haven't been there the past couple of weeks. Sorry. But I want to hear about your retirement and finally getting away from school.
Okay. How long do you have, Mickey? I got into education at 21 years of age, and I did everything I was supposed to do. Junior high, high school, got into college, and got out at 21, and have been working in education without a break in service since 21 years of age. I was a fourth grade teacher, loved it. I just love kids, and I've told several friends of mine at elementary schools, and they need all the volunteers, and I'm like, I'm just going to come up and volunteer to get my kid fixed because I'm going to need it, but it's going to be on my schedule, and I'm going to tell you when I'm coming up, and if you need me, fine. If you don't, fine. But they're like, yeah, come up. We always need volunteers.
I want to hear about the retirement. That's it. I want to know what you've been doing since you retired. You mentioned something about you went to the retreat.
Let's fast forward from being a fourth grade teacher, from being an instructional coordinator, from being an assistant principal, from being a principal, opening 2 schools, and going to a junior high and retiring, right? That's fast forward. I will tell you, Mickey, every day is Saturday.
Isn't it nice?
Oh my God, I love it. And what was funny is when I first announced my retirement, people were like,
what are you
going to do? Young to retire. I said, I'm 53. I've been working since I was 21. Do the math. I could have retired 2 years ago. And I will tell you, Mickey, it was a hard choice to make. But after the whole COVID thing and after everything education gone through and what I've seen things put on people, I was getting a little bit jaded and a little bit bitter, and I thought my staff deserves more. My staff deserves a happy, positive person that can do this job and not be, well, all right, we'll do it, but this is just so wrong. And I didn't want that. I didn't. But at the same time, I loved the kids. And I will tell you, the hardest part about retiring was having
Leaving.
kids come up to me and go, Miss Daniels, you're retiring? What the heck is this? Like, no, you can't retire. My little sister's
Aw.
coming up. You can't do it. The hardest part was my security guard at my junior high,
Aw.
Mr. T, who I was very close to. And he's going to retire in a couple of years. He and his wife are building a cabin in New Mexico. And he talked to me about that cabin in New Mexico every lunch period that I sat with him.
Well, the younger you are when you retire, the more fun you can have in retirement.
And the funny part was he sent me an email on the day of my retirement reception, which was where, all the staff came and, they gave me this beautiful bracelet and just ushed and gushed. And he sent me an email and he said, Kara, I just don't do goodbyes well. I just don't. And he said, I hope you're not insulted that I'm not there, but I just can't do it.
Aw.
And I messaged him back and I said, T, don't worry about it. Again, he was Mr. T.
Hey,
Not the A-team guy, but Mr. T. But
you work with people long enough, you become attached to them. Either that or you're glad to leave them behind.
We sat on it. Well, and again, these are the things that make it hard. It's not hard for me now, but I promise you, I'm going to have lunch with Mr. T now and again because I love that man. I do.
Okay, Love Janie says, my daughter wants to teach middle school. She's almost done with college.
Okay.
Vivian is very jealous of you. Hi, Sandy. Allie, baby, Allie Cat. It's Allie Cat. I'm sorry. I had to,
I really would encourage someone to teach middle school because I will tell you, I had an elementary, ed license. I, went to do elementary and then moved up to junior high. And I was very scared. And I had a friend talk to me who was a junior high principal. And she said, Kara, those kids at junior high are going to be your best friends. And I'm like, no, they're not.
Hi, Nick and Dina.
They're mouthy. They're hormonal. They're awful. And I got to junior high. And again, they became my best friends. And that's when I realized all kids are amazing. And they were awesome. And I will miss them. And again, tonight, went to a restaurant and had a kid go, you were my principal in junior high. And I'm like, oh God, I just ordered a glass of wine. That's bad.
Hi, Deanne. How you doing? Sorry I missed you before. I'm, trying my best. I'm doing my best. So, like I said, I want to know what you've been doing since you retired.
Okay.
I know about your
Since I retired. Okay, so every day has been Saturday. I have been diamond painting, and I will tell you, I have been catching up on a lot of paintings.
What's a typical day?
Typical day. Okay, wake up.
Early, late? You sleep in?
Well, I don't really sleep in that long because I've been waking up early for so long. But, 9 o'clock is late for me. I'll wake up mostly at 8. But at the same time, I have told people this community has been amazing to me. And most of the time when people retire, they're so tied into their professional lives that they don't have anything outside of it. Well, I was blessed last year to meet you and meet Brandy and meet Crystal and meet so many people in this community that were so good to me. And I talked about it on my live on Monday. I have a whole nother world of people that I've got. And
Yeah,
so I wake up,
I agree.
yeah, and we check on each other and we call each other and,
Yeah, I know you for me, I don't have to go out to make friends.
right.
And that's a good for me. That's a good thing. I'm becoming a shut in. I guess I don't want to go out. I'm happy inside, getting up in the morning, diamond painting, going into my room in the afternoon, reading, and that's all I need. And I don't, everybody says, "Why don't you go out? Go out. You got to get out of the house." No, I don't. I have if I need companionship, if I need to talk to somebody, well, I call Rebecca, I call Brandy, I text other people.
I mean, Mickey, how did I get on your live tonight? We talked. It was like, Kara, can you come on? Sure, I'll come on. No problem.
Well, I just asked if anybody was available because I knew somebody was going to answer because that's the way you guys are.
Exactly. And this community is amazing. And again, I'm so blessed that when people are like, "Oh God, you're retiring. What are you going to do?" And I'm like, I have an entire social network of people that care about me, that love me, and if I need them, they'll be there.
You're going to spend money. You're going to spend money too.
Well, that's
That's what you said. This is what you saved up for.
Let's not enable people, Mickey.
This is what you saved up for. You saved up for your retirement so you can enjoy it.
Right.
And not have to, work every day. And just enjoy yourself. I heard you, besides going to I heard you went to Craftably.
Oh my, yes. So get back from Michigan and met Amy and Michael of Craftably. And again, guys, I am not an affiliate of Craftably. I'm not saying this because I have to. They're the best people ever. And
I've heard.
if I never get made an affiliate with Craftably, I really don't care. It's not about that. It is about them. And met them on the retreat and just found them to be so down to earth, so amazing. And they were telling us about this huge shipment that was coming in.
I heard they made you work for it.
They did, but at the same time, I wanted to because of the great people they are. I mean, Michael and Amy are the best ever. And again, I'm not saying this because I'm not an affiliate. Do I want?
All you have to do is contact me.
I'd be happy to be an affiliate with them, but it doesn't matter because again, it's not what they can give me. It's what I can give them because I believe in that company. So,
Kara, did you hear that I finally became an affiliate of one of the companies?
Woohoo!
Uniquely Yours Down Under. I'm in love with them.
Oh my God, send me the link, Mickey. All right.
I am
have to find the companies.
Just go to my description right here, and there's a link. I don't know. I'm just in their squares are fabulous. I've been talking about it all week. Last week, I've been chewing people's ears off with this because I do like it. I have got 2 Josephine walls from them. They also have
they've got some big names then.
They have a lot of artists. She's also putting up the old masters, such as Monet, Renoir. I mean, really, I would say it's more adult. You don't necessarily find big-eyed girls on her site. It's more geared towards the I guess I don't know how to say it. Somebody who wants something different. And oh God, hi Ginger. These are so beautiful. You should check it out. And I finally got my DAC. I've been waiting for it for a long time. I love the Josephine.
What'd you get?
I love the Josephine wall.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
On DAC?
What?
on DAC?
Yeah, I did it as a pre-order. Whoa, back in what, March, April? I don't remember when. And it took forever to come in, but finally it's here. Yay! I'll do an unboxing.
I thought,
The only problem I'm having, I did an unboxing with the new Uniquely Yours I got, the Spirit of Flight, but I can't edit it. I can't figure out the iMovie, the editing software in my iMac. I can do it on my Mac fine, but that's dead. And I had so much trouble. Ask Rebecca. I was pulling my hair out yesterday and
well,
saying,
I will
"Please
have,
rescue
I will
me."
have to tell you, Mickey, people are asking me what I'm going to do in my retirement. That's another thing I'm going to do is Marlon has a new job. It's doubled his salary from his old job. I'm retired. It's time for
Read
me.
between the lines, Vivian.
It's time for me to pick up the reins and get a camera and a computer and figure out how all that works, and I will. And
Well, if you find yourself truly at wit's end and you need something to do, you can always tutor.
I just want to figure out how to edit and do YouTube. I mean, seriously, we've been doing the same videos for forever since I started my channel. And Marlon's like, you don't have to edit. You don't have to. I'm like, well, I kind of want to edit and I kind of want to do this. And then there are nights when I'm like, hey, can we do a video? And he's like, no, my job, I've got to do this. I'm like, okay, there's got to be a point where I go, you know what? It's time for me not to depend on Marlon. And I'm not saying Marlon's not going to be a part of the show because he's like Marlon. I mean, I've gotten banana Laffy Taffy from every state and what you can ever imagine because they love Marlon. And he'll be on there. But at the same time, when he can't, I mean, like when he got sick, Mickey.
Yeah.
I didn't video for 2 weeks because he was just getting better. And I'm like, okay, I've got to put up a video. And I couldn't ask
You
him.
want to do it yourself. You want to learn how to do it. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're an educated. You want to be educated all the time. I'm the same way. I want knowledge. So often when I can't figure out something, I go on the internet and I look it up. I mean, that's what I did yesterday with iMovie. And I'm trying this thing and I'm trying that. I really am trying everything to get it into order. It's an older machine.
Right.
I think I'm going to wind up editing on my iPad. Using the iMac, it's a big screen. It's off to the side. It hurts my neck. I don't know.
Well, and what I can't convince Marlon of is, okay, so you're a YouTuber, and I have watched many YouTubers that are way younger than I am. Okay, I'm gonna just say this. Mickey Jo is a new YouTuber, Crafts and Laughs. She's amazing. I met her on our last retreat. She's already got music going, visuals flipping, all this stuff. And I'm like, wow, like she's put out like 35 videos and they're all amazing. And she's like, well, I just tried different stuff, Kara, on iMovie, and that's what I did.
No, I don't put out a lot of
Kara,
videos.
can I just shoot you straight and just shoot you and just do it? I'm like, okay, well, there's nothing interesting on it except for my unboxings or my live or whatever. Okay.
Well, Crashly taught me how to use iMovie when I first began, but then it was on the MacBook or I don't know, whatever. And, so I learned what it was. I just learned the basics, put in the front. I learned a little bit more from Rebecca on doing thumbnails and endings and where to go for music and everything else. But I don't do a lot of videos because nothing happens for me to talk about.
Well,
I do the same thing like you said, every day is Saturday, and I do the same thing every Saturday. Hi, baby Brandy.
You'll agree with Marlon. Marlon's like, you don't get any more bang for your buck on a highly edited video with, words flipping and music. And
Yes, you do.
Whatever. Oh God, I did
Yes,
it
you
again.
do. You get word of mouth, and that's worth a hell of a lot, especially on YouTube.
But Mickey, do you get it from actually editing or just being you? Like
Both,
just videoing and putting the stuff up?
both. You have to be you. I mean, yeah, you have to be you. Like unlike me, you have to be entertaining, and you're entertaining because it is. It's in some ways it's a vlog and entertainment.
Right.
It's both. It's it's a diary for yourself. It's memoirs for yourself.
Correct.
You can
And
look.
that's not
You can look back on these, 10 years from now, and say, "Oh, look at my hair," or
right.
whatever.
So
And
weird for me when people come up to me and go, "Oh my God, you're the principal painter." I'm like, "I'm just me. This is it. This is what you get." And by the way, you get
you're
no makeup and my hair on top of my head on a Sunday afternoon. This is what you get. I
like I told you before. You are now a public figure because the public can watch you if they want to. So you are a public figure. You are going to get recognized if there are people around in your area that watch your YouTube.
But there are also other people that I absolutely love to watch that are like, "Oh my God, it's you." And I'm like, "Oh my God, it's Shay. Oh my God, it's Jenny."
See,
Oh my God. I mean, it's very strange for me. And
hi
I'm not saying
Suzanne.
for all that gaga over me or whatever. I'm just like, I'm just a retired principal in Katy. That's all I am.
Well, that's all you have to be. You're entertaining. Things happen, and you
Well, and
talk
Mickey,
about them.
I'm ever going to be. So, I'm going to do what I keep doing. But what made me feel really good today was that girl that came up to me and said, "You are my principal."
Aw,
And it doesn't mean that I don't feel good to be a YouTube creator. It doesn't. But it's just strange to me because, again, my whole life, I've always wanted to impact kids.
well, it's like when an adult recognizes you from their childhood and said, "You were my favorite teacher."
Right.
I mean, there's something to be said. To me, those are the rewarding things for being a teacher. I want to be a teacher myself, but I would do it not just to educate, but for the reward of having at least one kid remember me and tell me that I helped them become, who they are. And that's,
See, I had 6 to 7 kids come to my retirement reception. Six.
oh,
And I'm like,
that's sweet.
"What the heck are you people doing here? You drove me nuts as kids." And they were laughing.
Of course they did. That's their job.
But they were like, "Of course we had to come. You're my favorite teacher." And I'm like,
See?
"God." And again, it took me back to when I was a teacher. And I'm like, "Okay, guys, if we can just make it through the next hour, we'll have a little break period." Okay. And this was, I mean, I remember when I was a brand new 21-year-old teacher going, "Okay, you want to listen to your iPod?" Okay, I'm dating myself. And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, we listen to that."
We're still making iPods. Don't worry about it.
But I did. And, my parents came. I mean, again, obviously I was 21, just got out of college, not engaged, not married. Well, was engaged to an idiot, but quickly got rid of him. And
We've all done
yeah,
that.
let's just not go there. But anyway, I was literally up at school at midnight. Like, I know people don't know about this, but when your children walk into a classroom, they have cute bulletin boards up. They have a calendar with professionally done numbers. And, he had stapled horrible cutout numbers to the wall for the calendar. There was nothing. And when he left and I took over for him, I was literally doing everything. I was picking up potting soil from a science experiment. And I'm like, these kids can't come into this tomorrow morning. I'm taking over. This is terrible.
Yeah, that
And
is kind of terrible.
my dad came up at 2 in the morning and he said, Kara, you can't do all of this in one night. You can't.
No, you can't do things
I
like
said, but I want this for these kids. This is not good.
Oh, Brandy. For me, it would have been Walkman.
What?
Brandy says it could be worse. It could have been a Walkman.
I walk. Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Brandy,
Walkman.
I found my Walkman in my mom's craft room. If it makes you feel any better, I did, and I listened. Seriously, I was crying, but I listened to Flashdance on a cassette tape when I.
Yep, I remember that. Later, Vivian, I'll see you soon again. Yeah, it's it must be very rewarding.
And
I
then
just
my principal.
I just can't imagine
And then
doing.
my principal, who was dying from emphysema, was like, "Okay, you've got behavior contracts on these kids," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Well, this one can't sound like an animal. This one can't make dark barking noises. I'm like, "Am I in an insane asylum? This is crazy." Yep, I was. And it wasn't a bad school. It was a great school in a great neighborhood. But I'm like, who are these children and what are they doing? Ooh.
Oh, everybody's got a different experience. Everybody does things differently. You can only do what you do.
I guess. And I'm sorry I continue to lean over, but I have spilled yet again drills. Ugh.
That's just as I'm throwing with uniquely yours down under. I can't say it.
Number 17.
And everybody's saying I'm talking all about it. At least Vivian does. And she's right. I'm gushing. But that's what we do. And you're gushing over the, you don't realize how you've affected people until they come up to you and they're there when you don't expect them.
Well,
and they say, thank you.
Server tonight was like, "You're the only Kara I know, and you were my principal. And I just want you to know, I'm a waitress today, but I am going to school at University of Houston, and I'm gonna get a job, and I'm, gonna do." I mean, Mickey, the most touching story I've ever had to tell, and I'm sorry if I make people cry, but our toilet in my old house was not working at all. And I called the plumbing company. And my second year of teaching, I had triplets, and they were the most adorable triplets ever. They were gorgeous, all blonde, blue-eyed. They were so cute. And this guy comes in my house to fix my toilets. And he looks at me and he says, and again, I've gone by two names, Fleming and Daniels. Married to Mike Fleming, married to Marlon Daniels. He said, "Miss Fleming." I said, "Oh my God, Matthew." I knew him from sight. And he looked at me. He said, "I'm here to fix your toilet." And I said, "Oh my God, thank God. Yeah, let's go in and look at this."
Hey, he makes good money. Plumbers make great money. Like electricians, they make great money.
Right.
You don't have to have a college education to turn yourself into a millionaire or
Right,
just
but this
live
again
comfortably.
was Katy, Texas. So he looked at me. He said, he goes, "Miss Fleming, do you remember me?" And I looked again. I have to look in their little faces because they're just, they're my kids. I said, "Oh my God, Matthew." He was like, "Yeah, well."
That must have made him feel good. You remembered him.
No. He said, "This is all I've done. I'm just a plumber." And I looked at him and I said, "Matthew, I have a master's degree. I'm a principal. Who did I call? I can't fix this. I called you to fix it."
Yeah.
Why are you embarrassed?
You can't do what he
I
can
can't
do.
fix this. He said, well, I just didn't know whether you'd be embarrassed. And I'm like, why would I? Oh, just
I'd be proud that
hurt
he found
my
a
heart.
profession.
Like, be a damn plumber and be the best plumber you could ever be.
Yeah, I agree. My ex-husband, one of them, was an electrician. One of them. I've been married 3
You
times.
have led a very interesting life. Just saying, sister.
Well, he was an electrician. Never went to college, but he made he made a good living. We weren't rich, but we certainly had a lot of extendable income on top of savings. So
If I need
why do I need more? Like my needs were met, my wants were met. I had no reason to need more. And some people just don't need more. I don't need more. I just want my rent, electric, cable, internet, food paid for. That's all I want. Did I miss anything?
And Mickey, after I have lived the experiences I've lived in my life, and I've lived great experiences with wonderful people, and to this point in my life, you and Brandy and Crystal and Robin and Michael and Amy and Mindy and just all these people.
Later, Allie. Bye.
Sorry, I can't see the comments. Ugh, sorry.
That's okay.
That's
why I'm cutting you off sometimes.
I feel like I've lived a full life, and it doesn't matter what anyone does. And people talk to me all the time. Oh, you're a principal. You do this. I'm like, it doesn't matter. If you are my friend and you have integrity and you have lived your life well and you are kind, that's all that matters. I really don't care what degree you have, how much money you have, anything.
No, it doesn't. No, that doesn't. I remember when I was younger, I used to be so intimidated by lawyers and doctors. You go work for a lawyer, you're not intimidated anymore. They're just people. Yes, they have more education than you, but so what? I don't need to stay up all night to work to make my money.
Well, and try me. I moved to Houston, Texas, went to elementary school, and then moved to Williamsburg, Virginia, which was very different than Houston, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Then moved back to Houston, Texas. Again, went to junior high in Williamsburg, Virginia, moved back to Houston, Texas in high school. Oh my God. The money was all it was about. Gloria Vanderbilt jeans, polo shirts, all this.
Yep. I remember those days. I was a clothes whore. I really was.
I remember walking to my mother into Palais Royal and going, I need 5 of these polo shirts, one for every day of the week. And my mother could have afforded it, and she laughed her butt off at me and said, yeah, that's not happening.
Well, my vice was handbags. I love purses. I still have a ton of them left, though I've given away.
That's become my vice now too.
Now my vice is diamond painting, but it used to be.
I haven't bought a handbag in a while, but yeah, my vice was Louis Vuitton, Gucci. I mean, I bought high-end handbags, and Marlon's like, well, now you're buying all the diamond paintings, so we can't afford that anymore, so stop it.
Yeah. Hi, Wilma. Welcome. Hi, Ginger. Oh, did I say hi to you before? Never mind if I did. I'm saying it again.
Hi, Ginger.
Wilma says I am the poorest. Wilma says I am the poorest I have ever been, but I am the happiest I have ever been. And this is, I have to agree with you. Hi, Karen. Cheryl, finally. Beth says, just because you're educated, it doesn't necessarily mean you are smart. Oops. Oh. All right, that's a cue that we got to go now.
Oh, no.
We got 10 minutes left. And we're going to have to start wrapping it up. I know, Cheryl. It's okay. I'm just teasing you. But I haven't
Well, I
seen you
hope I
either.
was an okay last minute guest in the show.
Well, only because I need somebody to come on and be my friend and have some fun and talk.
Well, you don't ever need anyone to be your friend because you'll always be my friend.
Make me laugh. Go ahead, make me laugh. I just, I laugh anyway. I laugh at everything.
Okay, I put a post on Facebook today. I hope I don't get the punchline wrong. I accidentally drank invisible ink. I'm still in the waiting room, ready to be seen.
Oh, that's a mommy pun.
That's the best I can do. Sorry.
That's a mom joke. Yeah, because there are mom jokes just as there are dad jokes.
It's bad. And again, Mr. T, I told you about my security guard. He and I used to have bad joke Friday. Kids used to walk up to Mr. T and say, I have a bad dad joke. And he's like, all right, give it to me. And they would. It was so funny.
Well,
all right. I love you, friend.
I love you too. Thank you for coming, Pamela.
It's been fun. Love everybody. I'm sorry I couldn't see the chat. I'm on my phone. And
yes, we have to talk. We have to talk again soon.
Oh yeah, we will.
And not in front of everybody, just you and me.
Exactly.
Thank you for being here.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Just another 8 minutes if you want to hang around. Or not. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I know I'm going to try, though I know I'm going to be pulling my hair out, trying to do some editing. It's not easy being a creator. But I'll have some fun doing it. At least I'll try. Hopefully, I'll figure it out one way or another. So let's wrap it up and have a great weekend. Have a great Friday. I'll see you all at Jennifer's Live, which is coming on right after me at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And you can help with editing, Brandy, on an iMac with iMovie. There's certain things that I'm having trouble getting iMovie to do, like look at my pictures. It pulls up Photo Booth, but it won't pull up my iPhoto. So I'm having difficulty with that. And if anyone can help me with that, call. Oh, please let me know. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to have to move everything to Dropbox. And I don't know if I have enough room. I don't know if I have enough space on Dropbox for all my pictures that I need to access from the editor. But we'll see. And let's say until tomorrow, take care. I love you all. Thank you for coming. And arrivederci.